right. Hey, come on in. We are going to get started with another virtual book signing. You know what? Oh, she's already in here. Hello. Let's get started. For those of you who are here on the West Coast, you know that it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm already dressed. I've got my coffee here with me. Let's see if we can get this wonderful author in here to talk about her book. Good morning. I hope you all are having a wonderful weekend or have had a wonderful. We've had an eventful weekend. My family, we love to watch the fight, and so I don't know if anyone's seen the Conor McGregor fight. Hey. Good morning. How are you?
Good to see you. I see we're matching.
Are we?
Yes, the salmon color top.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my glasses on so I can really match.
Oh, I love it. How funny. Oh my goodness.
Didn't plan it, but that's the color of summer.
Seriously, great minds think alike. And I've been getting a lot of this color lately. I'm like, oh, this looks good on my melanin skin. I think that's what it is too. Like, I like this color a lot. Yeah.
The salmon peach color and yellow are my colors in the summer.
Yellow too. Yeah, I've been big on yellow lately too. So funny. Okay. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling fantastic. I'm happy to be here, and thank you so much. I know we'll get started, but let me just say thank you so much for featuring my book in your store. I am honored, and it's been a pleasure partnering with you on this journey.
Yes, well, thank you so much. I always, like to pay the same respect back because this is, my journey as well. Having an online bookstore, trying to create a foundation and build it up. I'm just so grateful that you trust me to have your book in my store and to sell it with you and partner with you. And so thank you as well. And so for those that don't know, if you don't mind just introducing yourself, and then let's just go ahead and talk about your book.
Fantastic. So good morning, everyone. I am author Shakina Shaw. I have a nonfiction book that is geared towards business owners. Basically, the book is 3 ideas for business longevity, and then I take into account all of the areas, the 3 areas, and then areas to support it. So the book is available at WE Bookstore.
Yes.
Also in Harlem at Sisters Uptown Bookstore and Cultural Center, and then at Barnes & Nobles and Amazon.
Nice. And so what gave you this idea? What inspired you to write this book?
So I've been in the field, my current field of work, my daytime career, which is also my passion, for over 20 years. Wow. And then when companies go under or merge, there was the same common 3 denominators. So I felt, why not put it in a book and why not share with others? Just be that bridge to say, like, if you're planning to open a business, you don't want to do it just for right now. You want it to last. So here are the 3 things to put together so it can last. So that was the passion behind it. Sharing what's up in his brain and then getting it out to the public so their businesses can last.
Yeah. And, I agree with that because, knowledge is power. And a lot of times knowledge is found in books. It's found in books. And I'm just like, and I think that's why I love this work and I love working with authors because it's like, wow, where did you get that wisdom from? And you said, you just had it and you wanted to share it with other people. And so tell us the name of it.
So the name of the book is Conundrums, Impacting Business Sustainability. Conundrum just meaning the challenges that are impacting the reason why some businesses are not lasting. So again, to your point, it's an old school saying, you want to hide something, put it in the book, right? Yeah. So it's true to this day. So there's a lot of knowledge that can be found in books. But there are times we have this rush mentality. I want microwave results right now. But sometimes we have to take the crock pot approach, right? We have to simmer. We have to take our time. And sometimes that time is reading a book.
Yeah. Delayed gratification. We struggle with that. I think that's a culture.
Well, because I don't think I think it's all around. Yeah. And I think certain generations too, because baby boomers, they got it. They're like, I'm going to read this book and I'm fine. Others, no, I need it right now. Let's go to Google. Let's go to the internet. Let's find it. No, you have to take your time because it's there. Because the information is hidden in a book. So that's why I'm really promoting this book. Let me just show a little picture of it. This is the book here. This is the version that's available on Barnes and Nobles. The paperback version is available at your store, Sisters Uptown, and Amazon. And that's where I'm transitioning to, of using the version you have.
Nice. I love it. I love it. And so I know you said that you mentioned 3 of them. Can you share any of those with us, all of them with us, one of them with us? What? Give us
Absolutely. I will share one with you, and if you don't mind, I'll share a piece from the book. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So one of the pieces from the book is on page 54. I state, a leader of a business should note that visibility and positioning of an agency relates to funding and resource availability. So basically, what I'm saying is that through relationship building, which is one of the factors, one of the 3 factors, that can help with business longevity, right? You have to get out there. You have to collaborate, do lives, in this day and age, because we're all home. So you do your lives and you do your ways of getting out there. I released an article on LinkedIn that talked to the new way of collaborating. It's no longer let's meet at the coffee shop, let's meet in person. How do you pivot, right? And that's another article I released with a magazine in Connecticut, calling myself the pivot champion, and how that happened. Because when COVID happened, we didn't expect all these changes, especially the field that I'm in. I'm in the field of youth and community development.
Okay.
Who knew you could do after school from home, right? Who thought about that?
Wow.
But we did have to pivot. And we made it work, but at the same time, it was a new way of learning. So what is the new way businesses can collaborate? And I begin to express that as well in the article and in the book.
Wow, that is so true. And I'm so grateful. Like, when I'm not grateful for like COVID and all that, but some of it, we haven't talked, a lot of people have not addressed the positives that come from it. And I want to say that this is one of them. I started doing these lives with authors beginning of April last year, and I just continue with it since. It's taken different shapes and forms, but I'm grateful. I've met people like you who's all the way in the East Coast, I'm here on the West Coast, and I'm like, this is wonderful. Behind the scenes, I'm like, I have this little selfish piece in my heart that's like, I want to go visit all of you. I'm coming to the East Coast one of these days. I can't get there now, but this will have to do. Connecting with you over books, that will have to do. And I'm just so grateful. I know some people are like, I want to get back outside. I want to do this and that. But I think I've become a little bit introverted, and I'm okay with that. You know what I mean?
I'm okay with that.
And it's like, okay, I like this. This is good for me. Doing things like this until I can see people in person and feel comfortable that way. This is all right with me. And so what do you think? What's your opinion then on how the future will look? Do you think there will be more of a hybrid model, like doing some more things virtually instead of everything in person? Or what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are, I agree with you. This hybrid approach where we have the in-person and then we have the virtual is put us in different rooms we weren't before. Even for me as a newfound author, I'm in rooms where if it wasn't happening virtually, I couldn't make it. For example, like you said, you're in Cali. I wouldn't be able to meet come into your forum or any workshops you have because I'm here. But at this moment, I can. I've been attending other workshops as well. Now, they may be in New York or another state, but the virtual world has been a blessing for me in advertising the book as well. I was fun fact about me, I'm truly anti-social media.
Okay. No way. Couldn't
So, pre-August 2020, I'm like, you don't need to know what I'm doing. Who am I? If you're not in my phone, I'm texting you that I'm on vacation, then, you don't need to know. But other than that, this world has put me out there, right? So I'm very mindful of that. But I'm excited about it. I'm learning new things. Of course, YouTube University is everything.
Yes.
Even my niece, who's 11, she's teaching me things, right?
Wow.
Lani, I said, how do you do this on Instagram? And she teaches me. So I agree with you. There's power and benefits into this hybrid world, and I hope it stays. because it does give us access to things we didn't before.
Yeah, yeah, that's wonderful. And I love doing these virtual book signings. Not, I mean, whatever, it's a book signing. And I just been enjoying it. Like we've been saying, it's allowed us to be in spaces where we might not be able to reach otherwise. And maybe that's even, you know, kind of a branch from just writing a book. Like your book will be in places before you even get there. And it's like, wow, that's an amazing part of being an author, I think. How has your author journey been so far?
It has been truly welcoming and fun for me. When I do things, I have to make sure that it's fun. So even again, coming to this Instagram world, I'll keep it just the way I keep my personal circle, uplifting, funny, no drama, right? So I keep this Instagram to the best of my ability the same way. Now the author journey has been the same, right? Connecting with other authors, learning new things from other people that are not authors, and getting those business ideas. So it's been pretty fruitful. There are things where I'm like, the sales are not happening, but then I have to monitor how I'm marketing, right? Branding and marketing, right? So another fun fact, this whole journey, I did it on purpose to be a free journey, at least for a year. September will be a full year, because I had to test the market to see where it fits. Even when we use on Instagram hashtags that'll get you more access, I've noticed what works for me was for the business, and then what doesn't. So something I tried a few months ago, and this has been really key. I have been using hashtags for the word book, but in different countries. And so now when I look at my insights on Instagram, I'm getting more people from other countries outside of the USA. So I've been using different languages for the word book, right? So I will try that again for author. So that's something I'll share with other people on the call. Just like if you are trying to market, yes, USA is great, but also try other countries and what how you translate it into that country. Author, book, or whatever you say, clothes, lip gloss, and stuff.
Wow, interesting. Okay, I know someone put a heart up on that one because, yeah, I didn't even think of that. I did not even think of that. So would you say, I mean, does that mean eventually you'll translate your book into a different language or have it translated? Because that would be pretty cool too.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
So that will be hope. That is the hope. Many years to come. Many being 3 to 4 years. Because I do have an upcoming project coming out September 2021. I'm trying to keep the releases in September.
Okay.
And then I have one for September 22 as well. So with that, maybe 3 or 4 years, it will be in a different language. That is the hope.
Yeah. Wow. So what's so special about September?
You know, I don't know. It just happened that way. So last year when I released my first book, I did a soft launch mid-August. And then I did a full launch for the public September 1st, right? So I said, well, let's stay with September theme. The brain sometimes you get a little overwhelmed, so you keep it consistent. So I just stay with September. It's no, my birthday is July 1st, so I would have did it in person. Yeah.
So, I was like, interesting. Okay. Right. Yeah. So funny. So September actually is a little sentimental for me. I actually officially, like on paper, started WE Bookstore in September. And so, yeah, that's why I was like, oh, September special to you too. And so, yeah, it's definitely special for me. I started my bookstore and a couple of other imprints as a part of my publishing company in September. Last year is when I made it legitimate on paper. And so, yeah, so, but that's cool. That's cool. It's not, I mean, who knows? Who knows? Maybe some way down the road it will actually like be special for you. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you everybody for coming. Good morning. I'm Shakina Shaw. I see my sister. I see some family members. My uncle is there, some coworkers. Thank you all for being here. And thank you all for the people that I don't know. Nice to meet you. Hi, Writers Rock. Say hello. Welcome. I'm Shakina Shaw, one of the fabulous authors that is with Win Publishing. My book is available in her store, so please feel free. Hi, Simone.
Yes. Wonderful. So what else? So you have this one about business. Are all of your books kind of like I want to say self-help, not really self-help, but like business geared.
Yep.
The book that you have coming up in September, what's that one about?
So that one is in the field of academia. So
Okay.
it deals with literacy, how phonics and penmanship can help with literacy. So
Oh.
all of the books are centered, nonfiction is centered around self-help. Yes.
Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. I love that. So are you like a coach or anything also outside of writing? No.
Not a coach,
Okay.
but hey, that can be an adventure I can explore, right?
Yeah.
But outside of that, in my daytime career, I work for the government in the field of youth and community. I'm also a philanthropic work on the side. So I have an event coming up July 31st where I'm supporting a community event here in the Bronx, New York.
Nice.
So I do those works, and then I'm also on certain boards. So
okay.
I'm busy.
Wonderful. Yeah, you're a busy lady. Okay. Wow. Yeah. So I want to go back to something that you said earlier, marketing and sales. Help out some of the authors who might be watching this. What's your experience? Can you give us some advice?
Absolutely. So some of the authors, if you're having troubles with marketing, one of the things I've used is, again, going outside of the USA. So using key terms and translate into that country's language if you want to target them there. Also, as authors or businesses, if we begin to collaborate and give free books, we can, I know sometimes it's difficult to give free books, but you can write that off at the end of the year or on your taxes. But collaborate with organizations. And then the last thing I would say, be intentional in all things. So more specifically, as an author, you want to, whoever your target population is, say if you, for me, I'll use myself as an example. My first book is about businesses, and it will be most beneficial for youth and community organizations, but all businesses can learn. I target youth and community organizations. And then I target other audiences that are in the e-commerce world so they can understand those three factors, because it's applicable across the board. So really just be intentional with your practices. Try to market to others in other countries. USA is, of course, fabulous. This is where we live, right? But your work is so important. Others can benefit from it. They just have to know that it exists.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
that's my
that is so true. Get out there. Don't be afraid to get out there. Yeah.
And so what you said, like, this is the virtual world. We don't have to get on planes and travel and do all the things. We can do it right here.
Yeah.
Right. I've been making connections with Russia, Cuba, Africa, the Caribbean. I think my uncle is on the call, so he does a lot to help me in Jamaica. So that is amazing. That's how I get to know the people. So
yeah. Wow. Okay, we're going to Jamaica. Take me with you.
Well, here's the thing. Yes. And so he's the uncle, not by blood, but someone that's been in my life and guided me throughout the last 20 or so years. And so respectively, I refer to him as my uncle, and he has been great in this journey.
Yeah.
And so that's how he has helped me get into other markets as well. So it's all about the connections we have and how, if they're invested in your work. And something I was telling a friend yesterday, I don't like when people, and this is just my personal opinion, when people make those comments on Instagram or even social media world, your Instagram or social media friends will support you more than your family. That's not the truth. Your family do support you. But how many times you want them to buy the lip gloss? How many times you want them to buy your book? How many times you just know that your family is there? I even said to him, I said, if my mother buy one more book, I tell you, right? I would think something wrong with my sisters and my brother because they buy the book. They bought their books, right? I'm like, you only need one, and you don't have to buy it because I'm here, right? You're the editor, So it's about support. However, your family will always support you. Yeah. Whether through prayer, through spiritual, whatever they need, they will support you. It is your job that you signed up for as an entrepreneur to then reach other markets, and that's why I love and I want to celebrate what you said earlier. This virtual world has gotten us all over the place. It's got me to you, right? Yeah. How important is that? I watched you on Instagram, and I said, I can be connected and affiliated with her. And so I put it out there, and I asked, because you asked the public, but then I hi, hello, I'm interested. And I'm sure you monitor my stuff and make sure it was according to your brand, because your brand is important. You have several brands at that. And you want to make sure what I was putting out there is connected to your brand, and you will put it out there. So it's all about the virtual world and taking advantage of it.
Yeah, and that is key. Yes, you want your family to support you, but you know, there's a billion people in the world. Okay, so it's like you can't just market it to your family, because truth is, while they support you, they might not want to read about romance, or they might not want to read about sci-fi, or they might not really be interested in that. And so it's like you're just preaching to the choir, and your book is not getting out there. So definitely know your market. Definitely get out there. I totally agree with you. Get out there further than just the United States. I have a couple of authors right now whose books I'm selling from the UK. And I'm like, oh my God, how exciting. I've never been there. But wow, they ship their books from the UK to me, and I'm like, this is amazing. And, you know, I don't know about you, but I know for me, because I also write books and am an author, this journey has strengthened me in ways that I never thought, you know, I would reach that milestone. Like, wow, okay, communication is key. Following up and following through is another. Your reputation is everything. And so I love it when people like you tell me, oh my God, I've been following you, I've been checking you out. And I took advantage of this opportunity, and I'm like, okay, this is working, because I'm definitely very intentional about my social media presence and the things that I'm putting out there in the world. Behind the scenes, I could be a whole hot mess. Okay.
Oh, I'm a whole hot mess.
A whole hot mess. But y'all ain't gonna see it. Y'all not gonna see that unless I want to show you. But then even when I show you, there's some intentions behind it. And so I love that. I love that you said that. Okay, so what else? What should your readers know? What are they gonna take away from your book? At the end of it, they shut it. How are they going to feel when it's all said and done?
That's a great question. I think, in my opinion, what they will take away are the 3 factors. One I already shared is relationship building, and they will learn how to implement them. Right? Because I don't just share what the practices are, I give the research behind it. And anytime we write a book, you want to quote people or resources that already did it. Right? Because it's not just your thought. Yeah, you're intelligent, but someone else said it too. So to show people that there's others who see the power in it, see the benefit, it means it works. So I think once they close the book, they will have the 3 practices, and they will know how to implement it. And I would hope that when they do, and that it is successful for them, that they come back and share with me through IG, Facebook, to say, you know what, this really did work. Or write a review on Amazon, your website, Sisters Up website, Barnes and Nobles, or just, again, reaching out to say, you know what, it does work. That's helpful for me. So that's my hope.
Okay. See, oh my God, I'm feeling so convicted. I need to crack this book open and read it. I have all these books secretly, right? So I said this on my last one. I said secretly, I'm a book collector. I love to read, but I also just like to have books on my shelf and just marvel at all the books I have. And so I definitely need to read it and leave an honest review. But another thing that you said that I want to mention is reaching out to you. And this is why I love working, I think, with self-published authors. I only will sell books from self-published authors because you guys are reachable. I know that I can contact you either through DM or your email address, and I will get a response. I can't contact Sister Soldier, for example, one of my favorite. I can't contact her and get a response as fast as I can from a self-published author or an indie author. And I know that by working with you all, I'm supporting your dream. I'm supporting your vision and goals, and that makes me feel good. And so I love that, you know, readers and anybody watching this live, whether you're here now or on your replay, support these self-published authors. Check them out. Visit the bookstore, webookstoreonline.com. Check it out and check out her book, especially if you have a business. Do you think it would be useful for authors, independent authors, to check this out? Okay.
Yes. The areas are applicable across the platform to any entrepreneur. It really is. Because we kind of spoke about it, right? We talked about relationship building, and you and I just gave the example of why. So absolutely, authors can benefit as well.
Okay. Yeah. So check it out. Even, you know, if you're an author and you're watching this replay, check her book out. Tell us the name of it again.
Sure. The name of the book is Conundrums, Impacting Business Sustainability. It's available on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, but I like to encourage people to come to WE Bookstore and Sisters Uptown Bookstore and Cultural Center in New York. So that's Cali to New York. You can purchase my book there.
Yes.
And one thing I did want to share, something you mentioned, and I learned this in my journey. There are authors and there are author entrepreneurs. Even authors can benefit from the book. And the distinction between the two, just in case for people on the call, an author is someone that writes for passion. They sell their book. They make sales or not, right? But if you releasing your book, you probably want to make sales. So you can benefit from this book as well. Now, author entrepreneurs, which is what I am, we do have a business connected to it, right? Yeah. We're out here to, yes, get our passion out, get our work out, hopefully make great impact for the ones that read it, but we also are business people. So it's beneficial.
Yeah. Wow. I like that. Authors who probably just write and don't care if they make a sale, and then author entrepreneurs who are really want to probably do this full time and make a living off of it. And I think that's okay. You know what I mean? Do you think that it affects the way that you write though?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Because sometimes, well, yes, but at some point we all want, because it's affiliated with our brand, right? We are a brand. You have McDonald's, you see the Golden Arches, you know, that's McDonald's, right? You see the red dot, you know, that's Target. When somebody see your name, you are a brand. Yeah. Whether you are a business or not, you can work in an office, you can work at the hospital, wherever you work. Your name, John Smith, Susie May, you're a brand. So what you're giving people, that's who your business is. So they decide if they want to be connected with you or not. Yeah. So yes, all people, I think will be beneficial too. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing. Well, this has been so much fun. Before we go, is there anything else that you would like to share with us?
So let's see. I definitely wanted to share a piece from the book. I did that. I definitely wanted to share the upcoming project, September 2021. Please stay abreast. I gave a sneak peek the other day, yesterday or the day before. Feel free to go into my reel. I gave a sneak peek on the book. And other than that, please support your local indie author stores and authors. We need your support out here, and we would love to hear from you.
Yes, yes. And with that, July 17th, if you are local here to Southern California, I will be having a pop-up shop. It's just my way because I do own an online bookstore. Having these pop-up shops monthly is my way to get in front of our readers and meet them where they're at. And so July 17th, I'll be having a pop-up shop called the Sunshine Handmade Market in Long Beach, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And of course, I will have her book available. And so definitely come on out. I'm so looking forward to it. I'm going to read the book and leave a review. I'm holding me accountable to it. It doesn't take me that long to read. So please, if you don't see a review in the next week or two, I'm going to get it done. So I have a vacation. Girl, I'm going to Mexico in a couple weekends. I cannot wait. Yes. And so me and my girlfriends took advantage of those low pandemic tickets. Sure did. And so I'll be going to Cabo in a few weeks. So I'm going to get it read before I go on my vacation and let you know what I think about it and give you an honest review. And so you guys stay tuned for that. Get in my DMs if you don't see it in the next couple days. It'll be out. But, yeah. All right. Well, this was fun. And so yes, I will be back again with another author virtual book signing on July 24th. That's a Saturday. So definitely take note. All of these dates are also posted on just my Instagram. So if you're not following, give W Bookstore a follow. And if you're not following her, give her a follow as well. And just stay tuned. We have more great things happening. But I think that's it.
That's it. My mind is clear. Thank you all. Peace and light. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good day and have a great week. See you later.
See you later.
Bye.